Hello, my name is Jessica Shane, and today I'm going to explain why I enjoy bike riding. I find it very peaceful when I ride. Beautiful scenery, the bike trails are nice, there's sounds of birds, and the sound of the bike crunching on gravel is comforting, and I usually have music going, so I find it a very peaceful activity. I also like it, it's a good form of exercise. It's load bearing, which means you're sitting on the seat, so most of your weight's on the seat, so you less strain on your muscles, so it's easier to ride for longer, you can pedal faster. It's also, when you're tackling the hills though, is where you really get the good exercise. And when you're going up the hill, I like to, like a Stairmaster. So I'm up and down and like this, and you're going up the hill, and then when you get to the top, you can just relax and go down the hill. So it is a high intensity followed by periods of low intensity, which is a good form of exercise. While exercising on the bike, your brain releases neurochemicals, endorphins, and natural painkillers. Basically, your brain rewards you for riding your bike, so you feel good during and after you're done. Bikes are also really good for traveling. It's a convenient way to get around. You don't have to worry about parking. If you're trying to go somewhere, you can just ride your bike and just pull up to it and park your bike and lock it up. If you're driving, you have to worry about finding a parking spot, and you have to usually pay for parking, and you have to leave early in case there's nowhere to park, and then you have to walk to where you're going from your parking spot. So it takes care of the parking problem. Red lights, you can generally just go through them, so you travel a little faster. Bike trails in Lincoln, they go everywhere. You can get on a bike trail anywhere in Lincoln and get almost anywhere you'd like to go. They're also mostly built on old railroad tracks, so they're very flat. So they're not a lot of up and down and hills. So if you're going somewhere to where you have to present yourself nicely, you won't be all sweaty for the most part when you get there. Sometimes it's faster to ride your bike too. I know that during rush hour, when there's lots of cars and traffic and red lights, it's sometimes faster to just ride your bike. I used to be able to get from my house on 40th and Randolph to South Point in less time it would take me to ride or drive my car during that same period of time at 5 o'clock, so that was a nice bonus. There's also a really big community of bike riders. When you're on the trails, there's always other bikers, and they always stop and say hi and wave and things like that, so it's a real friendly community. There's lots of websites dedicated to biking, there's forums, there's clubs, there's different stores, there's different riding groups you can join. One of my favorite ones is called the Taco Ride. They meet on Tuesdays at the head of the Mopac Trail on 84th Street. And the Mopac Trail goes, it's a gravel trail that goes out to Eagle. I think that's 15 miles away or so, maybe 12. So you ride out to Eagle and you stop at their little bar and grill, and you have a beer, and they have a taco, 25-cent taco kind of thing, and everybody does that. There's also another group that goes down to Beatrice on Highway 77. That's a much longer, like 50-mile ride. I haven't done that yet, but we'll see about that one. It's family-oriented, kids on bikes, parents on bikes. I take Olivia in the Burley, the thing that connects in the back. It's a good time. The Burleys are not designed very well. They're like giant parachutes that catch the wind, so if you're riding and the wind gust comes, it basically pulls you back and you have to work twice as hard. So want a good workout, that's a good way to go. If you're just trying to relax, let's leave her at home. I got my bike at a place called Mad Dad's. I just want to give them a shout out. Mad Dad's, they take old broken bikes and they refurbish them for free. Labor's free on their part, and they sell them back to people. The price that you pay for the bike is what they used to pay to fix up other bikes, and they donate bikes to kids. Every bike you buy gives you 2 or 3, depending on how much. This was a $60 fix-up. 2 or 3 bikes that they just give to kids for free. So kids can have bikes. Bikes are a great way to get kids out of the house and organized and exercising. So they do a really good job. So if you need a bike, I would highly recommend going there. In conclusion, I love bike riding. It's something that I love to do. I hope that I have convinced you that if you haven't tried it before that you should. And thank you for listening. Bye.